Thank you so much. I am truly humbled and honored to receive the 2019 Rochdale Pioneer Award. I have enormous admiration for every co-op leader in this room, who I know does so much for so many people. I know there's not a person in this room where co-ops is a job, it's a mission. My journey has also included my two wonderful sons, Jeff and Greg, who have been my advisors, my friends, and an integral part of my journey. And my wonderful wife, Joan, who's my lifetime partner, and so much committed to the cooperative movement and is a partner in everything I do in life. And Kaylee Barker, who's been an instrument part of building a Cooperatives for a Better World. My father immigrated from Russia and fled the country. He came to America hoping for a better world. After many years in America, at a young age, he started a floor covering store. It was his dream to own a business. He died when I was 13 years old, and I saw the pride he had in his business, and I said to my mother at the age of 13, that's what I want to do. And for some reason, my mother listened to a 13-year-old boy and said, I will go in and run the business until you get out. It was a two-person business doing $100,000 a year. I got out of college and went in the business, and it grew, but I realized the competition was great everywhere. And unless we had scale, I wasn't going to succeed. And so I started with a friend of mine, Alan Greenberg, 35 years ago, Carpet Corporation of America. We started the first cooperative for floor covering stores in the world. That small entity grew where it became the largest floor covering dealer in the world. And we built 15 other organizations and built, so we now survive and service 1 million family businesses in America and over 640,000 children in childcare businesses. What I realized is a co-op structure can be the answer to any business. And what I see is last year alone, the poorest 11% of the world, the poorest part of the world, decreased their wealth by 11%. The wealthiest billionaires gained $2.5 billion a day. Not a year, a day. Today there are 600 million people living in poverty. 300 million children living on $1.90 a day. These are not statistics. These are people. These are families. We look at them as numbers when we talk about them. These are people. There are two types of poverty in the world. There's poverty of economics, and there's poverty of hope. So many people feel financially left out with little hope for a better life. Can we imagine a world that exists where people are empowered to bring equality, diversity, inclusion, and democratic control? I can tell you that world is a cooperative world. I know that that dream exists with every person in this room and with all 2 million cooperatives around the world. Each cooperative is unique in this room, but bound together in a common mission to bring a more just world. Every person in this room could make more money, possibly doing something else, but you could not change lives like you do to make a better life for everybody. Cooperatives are truly capitalism with a conscience. People, not profit, come first. Co-ops are a world of we, not me. I truly believe that we all rise up by lifting others up. Business should always be a source of good. Cooperatives are a business model that delivers inclusivity by its very nature. Cooperatives contribute to the realization of a stable and vibrant economy and the promise of a more inclusive future for all. But the world today is in a crisis. We hear it every day. We heard it here. It is in a crisis. And I think the cooperative model is needed more than ever today. My wife and I, Joan, were at a dinner 7 years ago with some friends of ours who was a leader in the American economy of social justice. And he turned to me during the dinner and he said, Howard, you need to spread the word of what you're doing around the world because it's not enough of what you're doing. We came home for dinner that night and Joan turned to me and she said, this has to be your mission. And from that time on, I started to build Cooperatives for a Better World because I believe it is a mission. There is much to be done. We need to have the best branding and marketing and the brightest minds in the world to take our co-op message. We need to have the capital and the political power in back of us so we can elevate the cooperative world. We must have young people part of the movement, young people that can deliver social media, passion, and belief in what we do. Co-ops are the answer, and it is our time now to deliver that. Desmond Tutu said, if we could but recognize our common humanity, that we belong together, that our destinies are bound up in one, that we can be free only together, that we can only survive together, that we can be only human together, that the world would become to being where we all live harmoniously together as members of one family, the human family. As cooperatives, we recognize we are but one family and we are stronger together to make a better world together. I dedicate this award to my son, Jeff, who has been an integral part of my life and a spirit for me. Thank you from my bottom of my heart.